So if that Lake George $42 that I spent for a coaster credit, if that wasn't high enough, how about $55 for a coaster credit? The most expensive mountain coaster there is. But it is Lake Placid, and it is the longest coaster in North America. I know a lot of people don't count alpine coasters as roller coasters, but if you do, this is longer than the Beast. Well, even if you don't, this is longer than the Beast. And looks like we'll be heading up into the clouds, and it is drizzling a little bit, no big deal. I thought the one the other day at Berkshire East was a long one. This is about 2,000 feet longer. This is actually a little bit short of the main part of Lake Placid, but I guess we're still within the limits. All right, Rail Runner, you've been upended. This is such a long ride. It may not be as fast or as wild as Rail Runner, but it has onboard audio. See, I was in Japan 3. I did not know it had onboard audio. They left half of the bobsled track, and you kind of follow it down. Onboard audio gives you some history on the way up, and then on the way down, you're kind of going right alongside this bobsled track. I did not know it did all that. That is so cool. See, that's what you call a themed mountain coaster. I didn't know that theming on a mountain coaster existed. Yes, it is a lot of money. It was $55 as of the summer of 2024. I'm saving money in a lot of other ways on this trip, so why not splurge on things like this? And you can hear the onboard audio of this guy's sled going.
In the winter, it will accommodate the sliding sports along with biathlon covered skiing, and then in summer, we'll turn to hiking.
It's a little strange because you don't have the entire bobsled trough there. They left like half of it, but they have a few of those cars like you see there at the end. They have a few of those bobsled cars along the course, mostly along the tight turns. But if you've ever got the time and the opportunity to do something like this, do it. It is so cool. Like I said, it may not be the wildest mountain coaster there is, but the length and the onboard audio, the theming, the history, I think that is what makes this the best one there is. And it's the longest coaster in North America. You got to get the bragging rights. A day like this is a good day to do it because with the rain, Great Escape was about to close. Lake George Expedition Park had already announced that they were going to close at 2 o'clock. This runs in the rain. So you get a rainy day, then I don't know, they might shut it down for lightning though. But if it's just rain, all the amusement parks close, come up here. You just got to get here in time because I think it closes at 5. But there was something online about this closing at 4. I don't know. They may just want you to be signed up by 4. And they do leave plenty of space in between riders. And the guy in the station was even asking me and the people behind me who wants to go the fastest, because he was trying to line us up to make sure that whoever might be wanting to brake on the way down the most would be in the back, and the one who wants to go the fastest would be in the front. So I was the first one out on that group. And yes, obviously we went well up into the clouds, and there's a big building up there too. This is still considered an Olympic training area, and it is quite chilly. It's crazy. This is August 19th, and it's cold. I did not think that August had the capability of being cold. I'm used to 100 degrees with 120 heat index every day in August, and here we are, what is this, 60 at the most? They held the 1932 and the 1980 Olympics here in Lake Placid. And we got the bobsled run that the mountain coaster traverses down. And it did have several airtime moments along the course as well that were pretty solid. And the final helix that's just to the right of that white, whatever that is, where the bus is now coming around, that's the final helix. So you use the day use parking lot, and then you go into the Mountain Pass Lodge entrance, and there's a ticket counter right around to the left. Fill out your waiver. You can do it online or do it on their computers. And yes, this is a very, very, very rocky area for this parking lot. Ugh. $55 a pop for their mountain coaster. They ought to pave that. And now, several miles further west, I had to drive to get to the actual Lake Placid area. And here are those ski jumps that I remember seeing last time I was here. I remember driving by that. It's so cool. Olympic Jumping Complex.